Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Nicely intercepted. Goulart is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Tchouameni, Howson, Eder Militao, and a play for a throw. Rafinha, and here's Ferran Torres. Oh, he's found support out wide. Rashford. Valverde. Tchouameni. Howson, gently done. Ball is over the line. And he's managed to get free. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pass is intercepted. Eric Garcia. Koundé. Yamal. Yamal shifted upfield.
Militao, well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Howson aim forwards. And here's Bellingham. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he's heaved it away. That's a throw. Rashford wins the duel this time. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. That's going to go a long way. Played out wide. Rashford on a charge down the left. And the finish! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Balde, Rafinha, Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres goes for a shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Barcelona, they have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Will play through for the wide man. Balde makes the interception. Valverde is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. And they can counter here. Over to the left. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side.
Barcelona clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Rashford. De Jong. Cuts out the pass. Camavinga. Tchouaméni. Eder Militao. Forwards and with intent. And it's Arda Güler. Güler. That's really well manoeuvred. Mbappe is fouled. That is a brilliant interception. Ferran Torres. Rashford. Rafinha. Great defending, strong and determined. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Vinicius Junior.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Rashford. They've played it short. Looking for a decent ball in. Yamal, he's had a shot! Quick ball upfield. Time and again they are repelled. Howson shifted upfield. And it's Arda Güler. De Jong. Barcelona have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
Well, this opening spell has been one big plus. They should look to add to it, not subtract.
Bellingham. Tchouaméni. Eder Militao, gently done. It's just beyond his reach. Eric Garcia. Barcelona have got themselves in front very early here. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior played out towards the right wing. Mbappe. Valverde. Valverde. Balde, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
Yamal looks to the other side. Rashford. Valverde does really well to win them. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Chance for a shot! Koundé. De Jong. Chance!
Rafinha really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Eder Militao. Now it's Valverde. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there. Chance, surely! Dispatched clinically. They have done it! They have their equaliser! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Martin. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Rashford. That's a good run down the left. Valverde. Tchouaméni. Eder Militao. Howson. Moved on forwards. Now it's Mbappe. Now what about a counter-attack? He is just caressing the ball. Camavinga. Cleared without complication. And reclaimed it in a trice. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. De Jong did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Koundé. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, he's bustling through here. Ferran Torres! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
And it's Valverde. Played into space out wide. Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. Now it's Bellingham. Valverde. Cross goes in there. Koundé getting this one clear. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Goulet. And here's Valverde. Valverde swings in across. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Out to the left it goes. It's an inviting looking ball, that. De Jong. Ferran Torres tries to thread one through. Camavinga. Chouameni. Eder Militao. Aim forwards. Now it's Goulet. Goulet, and it goes cross-field. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. It's out for a goal kick. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Arda Güler. Valverde. And he's there to clear it. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Eder Militao. And it's played forward. Balde gets across to intercept that. Tries a deft little ball. And he's cut it out. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And he cuts out the supply. Kubasi. De Jong. Rafinha. Eric Garcia. Played towards the other side. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Goulet has created one goal already. Vinicius Junior proves too strong. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That looks a good ball through. Now it's Rashford, and it's Balde. Balde, that's a delicate pass. And he's there to get it away. Koundé have it back and can go again. Now it's Ferran Torres. And here's Rafinha. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Eric Garcia. This might spell danger. De Jong. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And here's Rafinha. Defending of the desperate variety. Koundé. Camavinga. Eder Militao. Forwards and with intent. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Howson. Camavinga. And here's Valverde. And it's Camavinga. Moved on forwards. Can he spark a counter here? Goulet. Vinicius Junior has found the net here, of course. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Gets it away. That has been cut short. De Jong. Spread out to the left. Rashford. Ferran Torres. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Clearly not happy with that. Yamal. Calmly anticipates. And it's Bellingham. This is gone, that's a foul. That's a booking, always looked it. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. And the keeper has it. Chouameni clipped into space. Valverde crosses. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Arda Güler. No way through, so back it comes. Eric Garcia gets good distance on it. Goulet. And here's Bellingham. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he getting here? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Holding, aim forwards. Rafinha. Koundé. Yamal. Yamal looking for options. And here's Ferran Torres. He can run onto that. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Rafinha. Eder Militao gets it away. Long ball looking to counter. Great defending, strong and determined. That's really well manoeuvred. Rashford. Back when it goes. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front!
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Barcelona take the lead. Howson. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Valverde. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Mbappe. It's a loose ball. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Eric Garcia. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Martin, gently done. Rafinha. Thinks one through, floated through. Mbappe! Mbappe! Yes, it's in! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Rashford looking to get on the end of this. There are a few waiting for it. Well read, nice interception. Martin shifted upfield. Nice interception, well timed. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mbappe. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Great chance! Eder Militao plays it short. Nicely intercepted. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Camavinga. And it's played forward. Mbappe. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, they can break here. Howson. And here's Güler. Danger averted for now. And claimed it back swiftly. Camavinga. Lobbed in behind. Rafinha played out to the left flank. Rashford looking to run onto it. Time to deliver. Header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Barcelona are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And the game has already resumed here. And it's Arda Güler. Vinicius, big chance! Do have a chance to counter here. Koundé. De Jong. Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent. Balde played with finesse. Rashford. Howson clears it away. Vinicius Junior. Eder Militao aim forwards. Valverde. And that could set him on his way. Mbappe. Valverde. And that's aimed into the middle. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Valverde. And that's been well dealt with. Played it again.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Balde. Good play on the left-hand side here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Goulet. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. And that has been clubbed away. Martin getting this one clear. Yamal does really well to win the ball there. Eric Garcia. Yamal. Yamal chooses to go cross-field. It's gone out for a throw-in. Physical challenge. De Jong is the guilty party there. De Jong is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. And he's there to clear it. Koundé. Yamal. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Eder Militao gets across to intercept that. Chouameni. Eder Militao. Vinicius Junior chasing after it. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Rashford. Ferran Torres. De Jong. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And it's Balde. And here's Ferran Torres. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Goulet. Mbappe. And back to the goalkeeper. Koundé. Yamal. De Jong. That's really well manoeuvred. Rashford looks to get on the end of this. De Jong. Balde. Vinicius Junior succumbs to the pressure. Eric Garcia. And here's Ferran Torres. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Koundé. Can he latch on to this? And back out it comes. Valverde. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior moved on forwards. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Howson. Eder Militao shifted upfield. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's found a way through. Bellingham. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior played over towards the opposite flank. De Jong. That's the throw. And here's Bellingham, and it's Camavinga. Ferran Torres wins the duel this time. Martin. Valde. De Jong. De Jong, gently done. Aimed in towards the centre. There's the shot! He can get that clear. Rafinha. Yamal spread out to the left. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Climbs up big! Oh, not the best of headers. And here's Vinicius Junior. Very nicely done. Back into the middle. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. And a chance! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Cleared away. And here's Güler. And it's Camavinga. Out to the right. He decides to cross it. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's a throw-in. And here's Bellingham, shoots! And that has been cleared. Could be danger here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Yamal under intense pressure.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Bellingham. Oh, good ball! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Rafinha. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe! He's found some space. Chance to play it in. And here's Bellingham. Bellingham. And here's Valverde. Valverde. Camavinga. Arda Güler. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rafinha. Eric Garcia. Out to the left it goes. Valverde cuts out the pass. Well, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Eder Militao. Camavinga. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Ferran Torres. Eder Militao. Valverde. And it's Arda Güler. Eric Garcia does really well to win the ball there. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Rafinha. Now that's well seen too. Camavinga. Güler is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Eder Militao shifted upfield. And here's Bellingham out towards the flank. Lovely bit of skill. And that was very necessary. So here comes the substitution. And it's Camavinga. Camavinga knocks it out wide. Oh, such a clever touch. Howson. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, this looks promising. Got to make this count. Now it's Rafinha. He's shifting through the gears here. Lewandowski, and here's Rafinha. Nice control. Plenty waiting in the middle. Rafinha. Rafinha! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Rafinha simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Played out to the right. In it comes. Corner. Eric Garcia clears it away. Traumeri. And here's Mbappe. Chooses to go, and the shot! And he thumps it clear. Bellingham hit into the middle. It's a mighty effort! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Valde forwards and with intent. Rafinha. And here's Rashford. Cleared without complication. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Eric Garcia. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Eric Garcia. And here's Rafinha. Yamal has it in a wide position. That's very neat. Koundé. Can he deliver? Now the cross. Up he goes! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Barcelona, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Kubasi. And it's played forward. Who saw this coming? Barcelona have dragged it back at the last. Bellingham producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Martin. And it's Rashford. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Vinicius Junior! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
The changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And they've got a throw. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Koundé, De Jong, Martin, Rashford. Nice looking ball, neatly clipped into space.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Over to the left. And he's there to clear it. And that's been won straight back.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Rafinha, plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Yamal, Koundé, Kubasi. Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Rashford, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Eder Militao, aim forwards. That has been cut short. And now the breakaway. Alexander-Arnold, and it's Arda Güler. This looks promising.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Eder Militao, and he goes cross-field. Fran Garcia is onto it in a flash. Güler.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And here's Rashford. De Jong. Played into space. Deftly away. And here's Rafinha. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's a throw. So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Across it goes.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Alaba. Howson moved on forwards. Out to the left it goes. It's a promising position. Swings it across. Can he finish? Barcelona are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Kubasi. De Jong. Araujo. Rashford. De Jong. Rafinha. Rafinha laid out to the left flank.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's Garcia. And here's Bellingham. Arda, and he shoots! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Rashford.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Eric Garcia. Rashford. Araujo. That's good play. Crunching tackle.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And it's Garcia. And here's Vinicius Junior. Fran Garcia.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Tchouaméni with the foul. Final seconds now. Caresses it through. How Kubasi gets over and intercepts. Rashford. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Rashford. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. De Jong. And here's Rafinha. Rashford. De Jong. They are right into last chance territory. Vinicius Junior. Well timed, excellent interception. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Vinicius Junior. Well read, nice interception. Koundé. Kubasi. Eric Garcia. Koundé. De Jong. Pau Kubasi chooses to go cross-field. Out towards the flank. Calmly anticipates. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Thoughts on what we've just